lights down. Now the trunk area with exhaust is closed off. Sounds pretty fucking good. Nope. See, nobody cares. Your Mustang sounds good. Nobody cares. You know, I gotta get t-shirts. I gotta get my own t-shirts or something because there's all these Cyclones, these V6 cars, these Mustangs that drive around here. Not one of them is it. Well, one time, so he was like, "Oh, hey, what's your videos?" But he commented on my video, and I found out afterwards, and he saw me. But there's all these V6 cars driving around, and not one person was like, "Hey, I've seen your car before on YouTube." Probably because my videos suck ass, but time to step the game up. Man, I can't get reactions out of anybody around here. Blows. Nobody's interested in the Mustang. Nobody cares. It's just a fucking Mustang. Ooh, that Taurus had exhaust. This show had exhaust on it. Man, I've been eyeballing the shows so much. They're so good looking. I drove one at work one time. It's a nice car. EcoBoost City. Well, real EcoBoost. A 6-cylinder turbo. Not a 4-cylinder. Just kidding. I don't care. How much should I be paying for gears? Because obviously everybody with the 3.7 wants to do gears because it's one of the best mods you can do. It's not a cheap mod though. You got to understand that, and it's not a mod that anybody can just go and just slap a set of gears in your car and to go up driving. No, it's great. No, don't do that. Don't just take it to any random shop or somebody in there. One of your friends goes, "Oh, I can do it. I watched YouTube. I know how to do it." You need special tools first of all to install gears. Okay. Second of all, you need special knowledge to know how to do it. They have to be shimmed properly in there, because if you don't do it right, if you don't set it within the manufacturer's specifications, you're going to end up with gear noise and potentially a shot set of gears, as in blown. You're going to get screwed up. That's a nice Trans Am. It's the second nice Trans Am I've seen already. An idea on gears. Okay, we'll talk about the gears that I got. So I got 373s from my Mustang. My recommendations number wise for what gears you want to get, if you've got a manual, 373s are probably going to be your best bet. Right now the quickest all-motor car runs on 373s. The quickest automatic car, I believe, runs on 410s. I think Smokin' Stanley had the quickest times, but everybody thinks he was running nitrous, so I mean that's kind of
125310. I can't read it.
Yeah, gears. 373s for manual, 410s most likely for an auto. I've driven a 373 automatic, and I didn't really think it had as much pull as it could have with 410s. There he goes. All right. Basing comparison off of my car, my manual 373s, and then driving an automatic with 373s, I felt like driving a manual with 355s, or maybe even a little lower than that, was kind of how I could compare the two. Back to cost. Okay, so the cost. So I paid $590 with an employee discount. I paid $590 for my gear installation for labor, not including parts. Now, if you want to say I got ripped off, you're wrong. Okay. I'll pull out the book and I will show you right here. Book time, I believe, is somewhere around 5.9 hours. Now, I might be wrong. It's been a while since I looked at it. So whatever I just showed you is the book time for rebuilding a differential. Now, think about shops' labor rates. Most shops nowadays are around about $100 an hour, okay, give or take. Being at the dealership I work at, we are roughly $127.95 an hour based off a grid, which means after 1 hour, the labor rate goes up. It goes all up to $140 an hour, depending on how many labor hours you have. So that's not, again, it's at a dealership, so that's on the higher side. But if you go downtown Chicago, there's places that charge $150, $160, even $170 an hour to do work on cars. So $590 is not that bad of a deal. I paid basically $100 an hour, but it was, I had a couple other things done too, so it was more than 5.9 hours. It ended up being like 6.5 hours, so I think I ended up paying like $85 an hour. That's like our employee discount versus $127.95. So if you're paying anywhere between $500 and $600 for labor, you're not getting ripped off. That's a decent price for labor installation for gears. That's not bad. Don't let somebody tell you you're getting ripped off, because you're not. You're probably paying for a higher skilled technician, because higher skilled technicians are more expensive. So if somebody quotes you $200, okay, that means they're doing roughly 6 hours worth of work. 6 hours worth of work, $200, 6 to 25, like 35 bucks an hour. 30, okay, so if it's like some guy in his backyard doing it, that's not bad, okay? But if it doesn't get installed properly, if your gears don't get installed properly, they're gonna whine. The most important part to have a tech pay attention to when he's installing gears is the backlash. How well is it shimmed? Now, there's specifications with Ford. Now, it has to be between 0.007 and 0.012 are your specs. 0.007 is on the low side, 0.012 is on the high side. Mine were measured before everything was done, and it was at 0.012, which I wasn't happy with, but my technician didn't feel like taking the whole thing apart to re-shim it again. So I was stuck with that. And I figured, okay, well, maybe that's okay. It'll be fine. Sure enough, 500 miles later, I put the additive in there, I did the proper braking procedure, I did everything I was supposed to do. 500 miles later, they started whining. 5,000 miles later, they were fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. Now, I had the gear fluid pulled out at about 2,000 miles. The wear pattern was checked. Now, here's the thing. The wear pattern looked great. The teeth on the gears looked great. Everything looked great inside there, but they whined really bad. And I think it's because there was just too much play in the gears, which is because of the bad backlash. So it's the most important thing to remember to talk to your technician about if he doesn't know what he's doing. If he knows what he's doing, he should be able to know this beforehand, especially if he's a driveline tech. If he's done this kind of stuff before, he knows the proper way to do it. So I feel like that's probably the majority of the reason why I got a lot of whine, because there's, I did everything the way I was supposed to be done. And your proper braking procedure, I believe I'll pull it up right now because I don't remember exactly what it was, is right here. Yeah, about 500 to 600 is normal. Anybody quoting you half that or less, double check into their credentials. Make sure they're well aware of what they're doing, and make sure they've done this before. And if you can talk to anybody that's they've worked on their cars, anybody that's got work done by them, reviews, stuff like that. See if you can make sure this person is up to par to be able to work on your car. Because the last thing you want to do is end up with gear whine like I did on my 3.7. That's part of the reason why I ended up trading it. I just couldn't live with the noise anymore. And I didn't feel like having the rear end taken apart and rebuilt again, because there's so much other shit that car needed to. And don't think that making 100 passes is perfectly fine, because you guys never really seen the actual wear and tear that car took from what I put it through. My 3.7 was so fucking beat up by the time we were done. Everything was shot on that car. The brakes were shot, the clutch and flywheel was shot. And by the way, it actually was like 60,000 miles. It was on the stock clutch, stock flywheel still. I had well over 100 passes on that car, and almost every pass was power shifting. I did run a clutch spring delete, but the clutch and flywheel were just gone from too much power. Not too much power, too much action, too much of me abusing the shit out of it. The motor mounts were shot because the car would actually lift the wheels up off the ground every time I launched at US 41. Force of it coming down and crashing down every time like that just completely shot my motor mounts. I would rev that car and the engine would just fucking go like this. You would just see it going everywhere. It was bad. But to give you an idea of gears, that's kind of like where you're going to be at cost-wise, around 500 to 600. Again, that's normal. The ones that I got were the ones off of the American Muscle site. I like American Muscle. The one's off the American Muscle site, but it was the full kit. It was the gears, with the ring and pinion, and then it was the shims, it was seals, gaskets. It gave you the gear fluid, the friction modifier, all that stuff was in there. That's the best bet because it was like $280 and it gave you basically everything you need. If you're over 100,000 miles, while you have it apart, see if there's anything else that needs to be replaced because that's the time to do it. If not, then you're going to be taking it all back apart again very soon to do more work on it. So that's my take on gears. That's my opinion on how much you should be paying for it. Hopefully this helped you guys out, and start saving money. Get some gears in your car. You will enjoy it. Trust me, you will enjoy it. One of the best mods I ever did to my car. It completely changes the whole balance of your car and the way it feels. It does not even feel like the same car anymore, and it's going to take some getting used to, for sure. It is going to be so much fun that you are not going to be able to keep your foot out of it for the first 2,000 miles of your drive. You're going to want to floor it everywhere. And let me tell you, burnouts become extremely vicious with a good set of gears. This car's still fun, but we're waiting for that 3.7. Hopefully this video helps you guys out a little bit. Should be getting a fun video either tonight or tomorrow, where I'm going to go drive around and we're going to get people's reactions, me revving the shit out of my car right next to their car. I just got to figure out how to pan the camera and get the shit so I can actually capture people saying shit to me after I do it. So we'll see. Have a good weekend, guys. Peace out.